and welcome to your messages for the week. Today is Sunday, the 26th of June, 2022. So if you haven't already seen the messages for the month of June, then have a look. I'll put a link in the description and the video in the end screen. It was all about changing the way you think, changing your beliefs, realizing that your reality is created from your beliefs. And if you want to improve the quality of your reality, then you need to basically up the beliefs. And at the end of the video, I did give you some help with that and recommend another video that can actually help you install more positive beliefs. So definitely a video worth watching. So let's see what the cards have in store for us today. I want to say a big thank you for coming back, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you don't know me, my name is Deborah Jane Sutton, and you can find out more about me and the work that I do at my website, deborahjanesutton.com, link in the description, and also from my Facebook, Deborah Jane Sutton, and from this YouTube channel. So have a good browse around, because there's loads that I do, and I find it very interesting how I go through phases of what services people ask for, you know. So recently it's been massage, and I find it very interesting that I've gone kind of back to massage, and then I'll have a load of card readings, and then there'll be a load of past life healings, or then there'll be a load of coaching in the emotion code. It just keeps changing. It's like, you know, it goes through waves. It's like yeah, energy waves. I guess the right people come at the right time for the right reason. That's how I live my life. The right people come at the right time for the right reasons. And what's interesting is that the right cards have obviously come out. They're face down, but only 2 have come out, and I'm still going, and there's only 2. So I think that's it for this week. Let's have a look. Let's turn them over. Wow. Look at this one, the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is one of the most powerful cards in the deck. She's literally the symbol of intuition and psychic abilities. So she's definitely come up first to remind us that we're on a spiritual journey, to remind us that our intuition is everything. I think that came up last week as well. Following our intuition is everything, because we need to ask ourselves, where does your intuition come from? And why does it feel so bad when you go against your intuition? Think about it. I mean, where do your thoughts come from? Where does intuition come from? Where do your great ideas come from? You know, and you can tell when you have a great idea because it lifts you. So if it's intuition that's lifting you, you know it's taking you in the right direction, as opposed to those thoughts and beliefs of that are from your programming or from your limiting beliefs, because they don't lift you, do they? They might keep you in that numbness, that comfort zone maybe. So yeah, she's definitely come as a reminder to us that our intuition is everything. And I think a lot of people don't really trust their intuition until they've gone against it. I think when you go against your intuition, you get that feeling. And the other thing is, and it's interesting because yesterday was the 7th year anniversary of me leaving the day job, and Facebook reminded me of a post I put out at the time, which was ships are safe in the harbour, but that's not what they were built for. And I really love that, because we are a ship, we're a human vessel, and you might feel safe where you are, but are you doing what you were built for? Are you doing what you came here to do? You know, if you're still in the 9 to 5 and working just to pay the bills, that's not what we came here to do. You know, if you're trying to get from one day to the other, if your objective in life is just to reduce your suffering, I mean, if you're living in any of that kind of density, that's not what we came here to do. We came here to express and experience our divinity, and that divinity is pure love. So if we're not expressing and experiencing pure love, then we're still on our spiritual journey. And I think that's what she's telling us. She's risen above the division. I see this black and white, the pillars, as being the division that's going on in life. There's lots of division going on. If you are seeing other people in the world, in your immediate surroundings, further out in your community and in the world at large, if you're seeing people as being separate from you, then we still have a way to go on our spiritual journey, because everybody out there in your out there-ness is a reflection of a part of you. And we need to remember that, because I think that really helps us express compassion, because when we express compassion to others, we're expressing compassion to that part of us, especially when we when we find the divinity in everything and everyone. I mean, it's easy to see the divinity in loving people, right? But can you see the divinity in unloving people? Because they're just mirroring back to you the parts of you that you don't love. So they're the parts that we need to find. We need to see the divinity within. Because from an energetic point of view, there is no outside of you. It's all happening within you. And the outside is a reflection of that. So if you're still being bothered and upset and triggered by conflict and evil and greed and manipulation and division, then it's really time to go within and to follow your intuition more, because your intuition doesn't naturally want to take you down the wrong path. Of course not. So if you're finding yourself down that fearful path or a fearful path, you know, then are you following your intuition? Or are you following curiosity? Are you following some kind of need to prove something egoically? Some kind of programming, some kind of limiting belief? Can you change your thoughts to one that's more positive? If you're seeing things as negative around you, is there a thought that you can choose that's going to raise your frequency rather than lower it? I think that's a really important point. And people are also hung up on what's true and what's not true. And the truth is, the truth is subjective. And what's true for one person isn't going to be true for another. And I've talked about this before with the chart of consciousness, the scale of consciousness. If you are vibrating at, let's say, the frequency of fear, then you will be creating a fearful environment for yourself. That your reality, which we know is a holographic projection of you. So if your frequency is one of fear, you will be creating a reality at that frequency of fear. And if you're at a frequency of love, then you will be creating a reality at the frequency of love. But you cannot tell somebody who's vibrating at the frequency of fear that they don't live in a fearful world, because they do, because they've created it. They're creating it from the frequency that they are. And if you live in an angry world, it's reflecting your frequency. So you can't tell someone in an angry world, you know, oh, the world isn't angry, because for them it is. That's what they're creating. So when people say truth, it really is subjective. And you create what you put your attention on. So there might be a lot of people saying, oh, this is true, and this is true, and this is happening, and this is happening, and it can be okay for you, fine, but it's not coming into my reality. I'm seeing loving people doing loving things, and creative people wanting to serve others, and I'm seeing a lot of healers that are so unique. It's so beautiful how we have that sense of oneness and unity, yet there is this uniqueness about each and every one of us. I think that's really what's getting me recently. And I love exploring the new healers that I come into contact with, and sharing, of course, my services and my gifts as well. And when you've put your attention on that, put your attention on what your gifts are, put your attention on serving others with your gifts, put your attention on finding the joy and sharing the joy, because when you love yourself, it boils down to loving yourself. When you love yourself, your heart is overflowing with love, and it will overflow out, and then you will be creating at that frequency. So what's true for one person isn't true for another. So keep that in mind when people are telling you this is the way it is, you know, and you can't say it isn't. It's like, well, no, I'm not saying it isn't, because people are creating all sorts of realities. And so it's not up to me to say what people are creating and what they believe, because everybody believes something different. Because your belief is as unique as you are. Your belief is, now the sun's coming through the clouds. Your belief is as unique as you are. And your beliefs are based on your own filters, your own pain body. We have trapped emotions and limiting beliefs and programming, and we all have a different education, you know, we all have different interests, and we've all explored different areas of humanity and life out of interest, because it's probably part of our service, you know. So we all have different beliefs from that. I may have healed myself in a certain way, and I share that with others. For those of you that are new, you can download my first book, Heal Yourself to Happiness, free from my website at jamesarmsworth.com, or you can purchase my second book, Heal Your Soul, if you want to take a deeper look at healing, self-healing. It's available from Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. So a lot of people write about their healing journeys, but it's unique for each person. So, you know, I would never tell you this is how you have to do it, because you're on your own healing journey, right? All I can do is say, this worked for me. If it resonates with you, then that's your intuition, coming back to the High Priestess, telling you that it's relevant for you. Your resonance with other energy, because everything is energy, right, is what's telling you. Your resonance is what's telling you what is for you and what isn't for you. It's like with food. If you fancy a certain food and you resonate with it, that's telling you that it's for you, unless it's coming from your cravings and your addictions or what have you. People, you resonate with them because you're meant to be with them. You don't resonate with others because you're not meant to be with them. It's not a big deal, and it's not a big game. It's not a big secret. It's quite simple that you will naturally resonate. So you will find a healing modality that's right for you. So you might go to my website, for example, and not resonate with any of it, and that's fine, you know, because there will be somebody else that you do resonate with. Or you might go to my website and resonate with everything that I've written there. And you might think, oh, you know, that sounds really interesting. I want to explore it. That resonance is your guidance. That's your intuition. That's what we need to be following. Because when you resonate with something, your energy flows in that direction very easily and effortlessly and joyfully. And that's what we want to be doing, isn't it? Living effortlessly and joyfully and easily and lovingly and all those lovely things. And if you're not resonating with something, it's going to feel uncomfortable, isn't it? I mean, really, that's how easy it is literally to listen to what you resonate with and not what you've been trained or programmed to believe. Let's see what the second card is. Okay, we've got the Four of Cups. Now, he is a little bit bored and he's a little bit restless here. He's looking at what he's got and he's twiddling his thumbs, basically. He's like, what's going on? Now, I think a lot of people are feeling like this at the moment. They might be busy following their intuition, but they might not be seeing results, because although time is a third dimensional illusion, it does take time to shift that energy. Okay, because you're raising your frequency, it takes time to shift that energy and to embody that shift into every cell of your body. So if you've had like an aha moment, or if you've changed a belief lately, or if you've changed company, or you're the people that you mix with, I mean, or where you live, or you've changed something in your life, then that shift is going to take a while to actually be integrated. And then when that rise in frequency happens, something new is going to come in, because then that new frequency that you are is going to get reflected back to you in your reality. So this is something that's coming in, but he can't see it at the moment. So I think a lot of people are feeling like this, because healing, like a lot of learning in general, I don't know why my glasses are steaming up because I'm getting excited probably. Yeah, a lot of like learning in general, we tend to go up like this, and then we go out on a plateau, and then we go up. It's like learning a language or learning anything. And the healing is very much like that. You might suddenly feel like, oh, wow, I've healed this, or I've healed that, or I feel lighter, I feel brighter, I feel more whatever. And then you'll be on a plateau. And then you'll start thinking, oh, feeling a bit groggy maybe, and feeling a little bit, where are things going? What direction should I be going in? But it's all normal, because everything's just integrating. Remember that we're multidimensional. So everything has to integrate on a physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual level. Okay, so we need time for all of that. Self-care is everything at the moment, absolutely everything. And we just need to trust and look after ourselves, and just do whatever it is that makes us feel good, because then we can integrate whatever it is coming in. And this is what is coming in, but we can't see it, but it will be there, because then once we've done this plateau, it will be there, and then we'll see that rise again in your frequency, or in your health, or in your bank balance, or in your activities, or whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest in your life. So don't worry when you're on a plateau, because it means that everything is going in. Okay, and then once it's integrated, then you'll go up again. That's what I'm getting from this card, the Four of Cups. And cups, of course, is your intuition, your spirituality, your creativity, and your emotions, because it is, at the end of the day, all about your emotions. It's about mastering your emotions, so that you can process the lower density ones, and you can bring in and embody love, peace, harmony, joy. Although love, actually, you know, it's not really an emotion, it's a state of being, but it starts off as an emotion, and learning to love yourself is everything. So I'll put a link in the description and a video in the end screen of my video, the importance of loving yourself, because that, I think, is relevant. So follow your intuition, powerful card, your future, your best future, I want to say. Your best future lies in following your intuition and looking after yourself. Okay, just looking after yourself and having faith that everything's going in the right direction, and making those intuitive new steps in your life, because they will be bringing in this beautiful new cup, which is higher frequency emotions, creativity, intuition, love, and all those lovely things like that. So yes, I quite like those cards for this week, so I hope you did too. If you would like a private reading, please get in touch. I'll put a link in the description, and let me know what it is that you're manifesting, and I love to hear your comments. So mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of love to you all. Have a fantastic week, and see you in the next video. Bye for now. That's my dog barking.